All right, welcome back to the channel, Crypto Trend Trader, with a quick little excerpt from our most recent live stream. Taking a look at Bumble today. Another call, another fall. I absolutely nailed it. So let's take a quick look at that excerpt, and then we'll jump back in and talk about the move. So Bumble, as we've been discussing here, basically redrew the triangle and was talking about how, maybe we need to adjust it slightly lower to have this low go to this low here. Came back down, touched it again as we were talking about, and now we have broken down from that one as well. So at this point in time, we have closed below this previous low right here. So that to me looks bearish. We have a high now, we have a low, we have a lower high, and now we have a lower low. So if we break down from this 236 and this area right here at $46, it's going to look very, very bad. I think we come back down here and sweep the lows. Obviously did very well months ago on this with a 42% gain. There was a couple opportunities along the way that we could have took advantage of, but to tell you the truth, not particularly bullish on this. I mean, I guess the real surprise was the loss, 6 cents per share, and they were estimating 1, but the revenue was a beat by 1.83 million, which is basically non-existent. So yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, realistically, the potential breakdown taking us all the way back down to the lows would not surprise me. So does Bumble go back down to 38.50? Buzz, motherfuckers, probably. So, but we will see. All right, so as you can see from the live stream on Wednesday, specifically talking about this pattern that was developing, we were able to capture quite a few of these moves on the way down initially, the way back up, and then a couple available scalps in between that I did not take advantage of. But we had been developing this, what amounts to an overall bullish pattern, but having an extreme difficulty trying to get through this blue resistance at 57.50. So once we broke down from our initial triangle right here and support, we came back up one more time and retested it, broke down again, tried to come back up and could not get back up. Redrew this triangle as our final level of support with like an ascending support line basically. And then we bounced that one time off of these 2 points right here. We were able to come back up, could not even get back to the initial triangle breakdown, at which point in time we did come down here and get the break of the move, which point in time that led us up to Wednesday's video where I specifically said that what I was expecting at this point in time was either a potential retest back up here before a failure and then a retest of the lows or sweep of the lows. We did not even get that push back up. In fact, we got the opposite. We got a capitulation move back down to the lows. So now if we look at our daily close on the lows, our previous lowest low was $39.52. This candle is still active. It is still open. But at this point in time, if we were to close now, this would be our lowest low close, which is obviously not a good sign. And then if you just look at the move from our previous close to our current price action as of now, we are down over 19.8%, 20% move to the downside. And we hit our measured move perfectly of our ascending triangle. So obviously this is a typically bullish pattern. 66% of the time you would expect it to break to the upside, but I just was not buying this move here. Was not expecting this to work out, and then obviously everything lined up absolutely perfectly. So at this point in time, do I expect a bounce back up to fill this gap? Not immediately. I do not think that people are just going to jump back in immediately to buy the dip on this. What I would be paying attention to, or what I am paying attention to now, is the potential for a further downside target. So basically, if we close down here today, anywhere below that 39.70, that is going to be a new daily close, at which point in time I would expect one of our Fibonacci extension targets to play out, and we'll see that we have had in place for quite some time here our Fibonacci extension target down here. The 1.618 is my main target typically, but if we just look at the Fibonacci I have in place from the initial low down here all the way up to basically our high, which is this initial push, or arguably you could go by this candle right here, but it was in place since before that. But if we just go by like the highest little wick to the lowest previous low, that's going to give us our Fibonacci extension targets down here to the downside. Does it have to reach the 1.618? It does not. I would be looking at stair steps along the way, but overall I like to look at the 1.5 to 1.618 as my end game target. We could easily stair step. We could easily come back up and fill the gap. These indicator oscillators are already down in the bearish control zone. We're seeing obviously no life out of it yet. We could start to see it try to carve out a bottom here, come back up, fill the gap, and then get further downside. But at this point in time, I will be continuing to watch Bumble, but another absolutely perfect call in advance. So if you were, in the position to the downside and were able to capitalize on that, congratulations. If you're able to just get out of the way of that quick little 20% rip, congratulations as well. Dodged a true bullet on that one. So we'll see where this one goes, and we'll take advantage of it in the future. Whether it's to the downside or to the upside, I will keep you informed. If you don't normally check out our live streams every Wednesday and Sunday, we do a 3-hour, typically in-depth, deep stream looking at everything from cryptocurrencies to traditional assets as well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe, as we have absolutely been nailing these moves lately, dodging bullets left and right, and really capitalizing on these stock and crypto market moves. So well, there you have it, guys. Crypto Trend Trader with our quick little recap on Bumble. Buzz, motherfuckers. Hopefully you didn't just get stung. If you did, we can get it back together. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. These markets are extremely volatile, so please do your own research and trade responsibly. Peace.